live and direct and in tune with me, the poet boss, with a very, very special guest on a very special occasion. This is a Valentine's Day spoken poetry special. This is going to be an opportunity where we allow you and I, one and all, allow the words, the poetry, to breathe and tell their own very special stories. You are welcome, one and all. Without further ado, it's going to be a case of ladies first. And first, I must introduce and allow the lady to introduce herself to one and all. Good evening
Good
and
evening,
welcome.
good evening. Greetings, everybody. My name, my poetry name is Reason, and I'm here with my partner in rhyme, and I am going to come with my first of five poems. And this is a football themed one because Mr. Rhyme invited me on as a guest today, and I was of the view that it was going to be a football show. So I especially wrote this one a few days ago. But here it goes. When I asked one day, who do you love, me or football? His response made her want to cry. It's Tottenham till I die. They say don't ask if you don't want to know. That told me so. I am secondary to a ball. No, it wasn't a joke. Do a poll of any bloke. Is football his queen? If his lady danced naked in front of the telly, would she be seen? I imagine he'd escape upstairs to watch the rest, while she'd be sat crying naked, shamed, ignored, covering her chest.
Mm, these sorry Tottenham supporters. Touche, I salute. Reason, you have a style about you. I've got to say, ladies and gentlemen, she comes from the heart. She tells it earthly style. And I love it. I hope you do too. Please hit the like, share, and subscribe button if you're watching live or in the rerun. This is a Valentine's Day poetry, spoken poetry special with the Reason Boss, aka the Poet Boss. This is the Reason Boss tonight, and this is the Poet Boss with his first of five for the evening. A hard act to follow, but we are letting the poetry do the talking. This is simply called Good Day. It was a good day. Sipping wine was divine. It was a good day when you said you'd be mine. It was a good day coming into my world, and you touched me in my orbit, was hurled, was running in circles, then I ran into you. No shouting from rooftops, swear love's all about you. Your pointing fingers are all in a twirl, and he can't hear you in this little world. How close am I to where I want to be? How blind am I that I can't see? Now it's a long way from where we said then. The flowers are fading and we're like pigs in a pen. When I move this way, you move that. The prayers to save us have all fallen flat. No Devon House ice cream can melt our dreams. Laying on your side, stifling screams. You're reaching insanely, not holding back. Silence, not golden, and you're way off track. It was a good day. I wish that you'd stayed. To heaven I prayed, oh, for that good day. It was a good day. Thank you.
Wow. You have a voice, and you again, rhyme, have a style. Our styles are quite different, but we do complement each other. When we started to work together during lockdown in 2020, we've known each other for many years, but that was our first collaboration and it just worked. It just worked. Anyway, I've got my romantic music on in the background. I don't know if you can hear it. My second poem is called Is Romance Dead or Alive? Must tell
Wow.
you, sir, I went to the shop to get myself some chocolate and the shelves were empty.
Oh,
It's Valentine's Day tomorrow and it looked like them gone in the shop and clean off the chocolate off the shelf. Because it's February the
wow.
14th. Let's get romantic. Anyway,
We're
this
not being
is,
pedantic.
let's not get pedantic. Right, so this is a poem that I wrote in 2021 and it's called Is Romance Dead or Alive? This is the question I asked, but we have to start with what is romance? Is it flowers, a nice meal, tender kisses, and a slow dance? I asked some friends, is romance dead? It's not that simple, they said. Is romance important anyway, or only for Valentine's Day? Romance was always important to me, but I had to let it go. When I wanted my boyfriends to be romantic, they all said no. One said, it's a European thing, it's not real. I don't need to give you flowers to express how I feel. So I dropped my romantic notion, expecting a different demonstration of affection. I suppose it's about being clear. Some ladies want to hear that we mean something, that you care, a touch, a caring act. Some guys just don't get that. One said, I'm here, aren't I? Is that it? Because frankly, that's rubbish. It's not good enough. Whatever it is, romance is nice. It's a walk, it's a hug, it's a lingering look in the eyes that says to someone that you care, you are worthy, and you are prized. So, how does a lady do romance? Some compliment and kiss. Some do everything he asks. His favorite meal. Sorry, my eyesight's failing me. It's age.
Oh God.
And lays out his slippers or runs him a bath. But if that's not his style, he may get scared and run a mile. There's more to that poem, but as I said, my eyesight seems to be failing me right now. So, Richard, can you go over to your next poem, my dear?
My Lord, my Lord, my Lord. I hope your heart's not failing you. Your heart's in the right place.
My heart's in the
Is
right place.
romantic. Romance dead. Oh God.
Yes, as the time has gone on, I'm not saying that I'm old. My eyesight. I took my glasses off so I could look super sexy. And this is what happens.
Vanity, I say vanity. Oh God.
Oh dear. You
Let
see what vanity do? What vanity do?
you take the ladies them easy.
But you
Let
know,
me
if people want to see that full poem, it's in our poetry book that we wrote in 2020, the one that's on Amazon Kindle, Rhyme and Reason, A Poetic Journey. Is that the right title?
Rhyme and Reason, a poetic journey, an ebook, a Rhyme and Reason special. Rhyme and Reason, a poetic journey.
Yes,
Fantastic poems, even if I do say so myself.
yes. That was just
Like
a
and
taste.
subscribe each and every time you're in tune with the Poet Boss and Mandy, aka the Reason Poetry Queen. Let me drop the second poem from the Poet Bus tonight. This is a tale of two lovers told in the guise of hitchhikers, mountain adventurous souls. This is simply entitled Midnight Lovers.
Mm.
Mountains for climbing. So do you enjoy the view? Loving's a kindness. Hitchhike until we're through. A pair of midnight lovers thumbing for a ride. When it comes to hugging, we can't be denied. Thought we were making progress, but all we've left is mess. A pair of midnight lovers. It's time that we rest. We used to laugh till morning, wake in the afternoon, drinking cups of maybe. Lady, now we're through. Sunrise ever shining, hopes can shine anew. Coffee stains like gravy, decisions overdue. Mountains are for climbing. Did you enjoy the view? Letting go's a kindness. We almost made it too. Open the windows, cover your eyes. No sun's bursting through now, but it's no surprise. It's 5 in the morning and work never ends. Both ready to face life. No time to pretend. It's time to get up now from under those sheets. Pray in the morning. The traffic we won't meet. Thank you.
Wonderful. So romantic. In my younger days, when I was heavily in love, I used to love the early mornings. People will say to you, are you a morning person or a night person? And I was definitely a morning person. I won't go any deeper into it than that. Are you a morning
Well, come
are you a
again.
morning are you a morning person or a night person, Mr. Ryan?
Dare I say anytime is the right time? Dare I say anytime is the right time, I say.
Well,
I say.
we'll let the poems speak for themselves. We won't
All
go too
right.
personal. That's the
All
thing about
right.
poems. That sometimes they sound personal, but they can apply to so many different people. Anyway,
Absolutely. Absolutely. What's your next installment?
my next one is called True Love, and I can see this one because it's on the screen. Everyone has a true love, the one whose voice and thoughts you long to hear, but they act as if they don't care. You call because they're always on your mind. Their cool response can seem so unkind. The one who says the funniest things makes you laugh, but at your jokes, they don't laugh back. You drop
Mm,
everything the minute they call, but when you need them, they can't make the time at all. You suspect their love is for someone else, though convinced you can win them over with your charm. You'll be the one they long for on their arm. But time ticks away, tick tock. They're still not loving you the same way, while other loves have been trying to come around, knocking, but you don't hear the sound. But sometimes you've got to let go. That love will not grow. Listen to the knock on the door, as in may walk the one who loves you back. Never know. Never know.
waiting for that knock. I like that one reason. I like that one. Again, it's one of those earthy poems. Pull punches, you tell it like it is. And so poignant reason. When someone loves you or you love someone and someone doesn't love you back, oh, I can tell other, is there anyone out there who's been through that? You know, easy enough. It's not
Mm,
a easy one at all. Oh, boy.
unrequited love is not nice at all. Not. And you know, when you're young and you're so headily in love, sometimes you don't see the signs. You want that person to love you so much, and you're convinced that they're putting the effort in and they're loving you as much as you love them.
Mm, mm,
But then when
mm.
you sit back and watch and look and sense takes over, sometimes it's just time to say goodbye.
Let me perk things up a little bit. A
Mm,
little bit. This
mm.
is going to be a social media related one. I've been on a few WhatsApp groups, and I'm sure you've come across media celebrity relationships, sporting relationships. There's one or two that's currently in the news, or maybe not quite in the news in certain circles. But sometimes when you've got the media, we've got the Princess Diana many decades over here, but we never forget when you've
Mm.
got the intrusiveness of the media. This one was based off of that.
Ah.
Coach Lindsay Shem, this is for you. Tune in, like and subscribe. Richpo Sports tonight. It's a Valentine's Day special. We don't come again. This is simply entitled June Time for Noah. Let me just fix up and you're the story. I'm the leak. Tales too gory for a geek. Rush for tabloids like snakes. They'll crush. Lonely heart columns turn only to mush. Dating by spotlight, amused by the fee. Hold my hand gently. It's just you and me. You saw that bush shiver.
Mm.
I felt my heart rush. You don your dark glasses. You tell me to hush. Love on the run seems like love on the go. Take away romance tied up in a bow. Ask me to comment. They prod and they push. Always yesterday's headlines like throwaway swoosh.
Mm.
Noah, move quickly. June, rush and be quick. Sprint for the tub where Jamaicans feel wave.
Woo! Finished?
Done, me done.
Wow! You
Help
know
yourself.
what? When you read that to me the other day, I never knew it was about media celebrities. So when I heard you say the bush quivered, it makes sense now.
Oh,
Sorry, sorry,
you're
Ryan.
thinking easy. You're
It
thinking
makes
easy.
sense now. And you know
You've
what
got
it is?
context. You've got context.
Sorry, but you know what it
Let me
reminds me
call. Oh
of.
God.
There was
Salute.
there was many a couple of years ago. There was
Yes.
a TV presenter, a really nice guy. I think he's ex-police, and he was in a relationship with someone, and she was somebody who'd been on Celebrity Big Brother, and it looks like she he basically their relationship ended when some photographers turned up when they were having a picnic, and it sounds like she actually arranged for these photographers to come and take photographs and put them in the magazine. And he thought that they were having a genuine relationship, but she obviously latched onto him so that she could get her, notoriety up. And then the relationship done after that. I think that he was just disgusted that she had arranged for them to be packed. So I definitely understand that. And the bush did quiver, I think, in that one.
I
Mm-hmm.
tell you,
Or did
these
shiver.
days,
Mm,
yeah, love is not as straightforward. Love goes through ups and downs, and it needs two to tango. It takes two to tango to make
mm,
things work. And I won't say it takes two to make a relationship break up.
mm.
Certainly, it takes one. So yes, more power. Viva, Noah, and June. You know who
Mm,
you are. Salutes, and I'm wishing the very best to all those Junes and Noahs out there. I wish you the very best now and in
wonderful.
the future. All loving couples, I salute on
Indeed.
Richpo Sports each and every time. We'll come again with a next selection. Two to go at least from your good self. Reason.
Well, sir, can I read a really short one
Of
and
course you
then
can.
a longer one to follow? This
Back
was
to
when
back. Go ahead.
this
Go
was
ahead.
when this was when I won't say it's relating to me. This was when someone I know was feeling extremely sorry for herself because many women will say when they have their anniversary, they have to remind their significant other, that it is the anniversary. And they are not too pleased about this because woman remember everything, the man don't remember nothing. So this is called happy anniversary. Happy anniversary to me. Thank you, me, for laughing at my own jokes, for going out on walks and loving me. Happy anniversary. So anyway, that was from someone I know wrote that. But the longer poem is called She's Grateful. She's grateful to have a man so she can say she's found love. She has rhymes that remind her of brighter times when she was in her youth and with her soulmate. But by the time they spoke about their fate, it was too late. You see, romantic men are few, and when she met him, her dreams came through true. A man who liked rhyme and liked loving in the morning time. A man who loved to talk, but was also interested in her thoughts. This man was rare. To think he may be her husband, did she dare? You see, some brothers are happy to be lovers, but not to take the next step. Oh, that would be heaven. Good looking, charming, articulate, athletic, and poetic. Was it too good to be true? Too good to last? Whatever happens, she still had memories from their past. She wonders, where is he now? Is he still fit? Is he being a fan of poetry? Something that he will still admit. The end.
Thumbs up. Thumbs up. Thumbs
Mm,
up.
mm.
Where do you get your inspiration from most of the time? Is others just totally stories made up, personal experiences, a combination of both? Because they are so relatable,
Yes.
so down at earth, down at heel. People can relate to them. I certainly can relate to them as
Yes.
a listener to the spoken verse.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes it's personal, because I'm somebody who does journaling. Sometimes I've had my heart broken, and expressing myself through poetry is a way of getting over it and reflecting. Um, and then I speak to people quite often, and they've had the same experience, and then that sometimes gets me to write about it and gives me that inspiration. Um, but yeah, personal and what I hear other people go through as well. Yeah.
Well,
What about you?
I salute. I tell you what, you talk about heartbreak. I tell you, as an Arsenal fan, I'm going through and nursing a little bit of heartbreak. Oh God, oh God.
Yeah, love is not just romantic love, is it? Is it, Ryan?
It comes in many forms. A certain Mr. Habits, I'm wishing you a speedy recovery, and I don't know if it's going to be heartbreak as an Arsenal fan until our season, but where there's hope and where there's a heartbeat, hope springs eternal.
Mm,
Talking of where experiences come from, this is a little alternative, if you will, take on love. Love is a wide field, you
mm,
could say. And this poem was gained from an experience just sitting in a pub and observing an elderly gentleman having a conversation with a relatively middle-aged lady. I was so struck by the seeming quality and attention given to each other during the conversation that at the end I had to say, excuse me, that was a lovely scene. It looked lovely. You could really engaging in conversation and, you know, beautiful. It was a elderly 94-year-old gentleman
mm.
and his eldest daughter, and they were reminiscing over times. And there and then I put pen to paper. This is simply entitled They Sat. They sat, talked, listened, laughed, reminisced. Mum would have loved that. Dad and daughter love this. Sumo is Japanese. Remember Channel 4? Cadillacs from 63. Recall JFK Road. The Northern Lights are amazing, just like the two of you. 94 years and counting. The things you have seen. Any regrets, Dad? No chasing idyllic dreams. They sit, they talk, reminisce and reason, loud enough for Jim to hear, sincere enough for Jim to feel. That today, father and daughter vow to cherish everything. A meal shared, drinks drunk, looks exchanged, tales truly too. I salute both for using time wisely, saying, waste not. Thank you.
Wow, and that just shows that love is it's not just about romantic love, it's about the quality time spent with your loved ones, with family. Wow. Yeah. Again, a lot
Absolutely.
of people will be able to relate to that. How many people lose loved ones and say, "Oh, I wish we'd have spent more time together. I wish we'd have spoken about this. I wish we'd have spoken about that." So yeah, yeah, brilliant.
Ah, you're welcome. Time is beating. I salute Jim and Jim's daughter. I hope they are well wherever they are. Quality time spent. Waste not. My message to one and all listening live or in the rerun. Please give a thumbs up. Thank you very much for watching now or in the rerun. You're in tune with me, the Reason Boss, aka tonight, the Poet Boss, and my co-host, my partner in crime, a writer of Rhyme and Reason, a poetic journey. It is Mandy, aka the Reason Poetry Queen tonight, resplendent in red. It's a preview of Valentine's Day, February 14th. They say, but every day, as far as we're concerned, do you agree with us?
Indeed.
Can be a Valentine's Day in your own inimitable, special ways. In these days of AI, technology, and wars and isms and schisms, there must be a place for quality time, as
Mhm.
Reason Queen said, a time for quality time and a time for love. It won't always be perfect, but let those memories be cherished. Let them be real. Let them be tangible, for we all can feel. Reason Queen, over to you. I've got one more. Thank you very much for tuning in and being part of this Valentine's Day poetic spoken poetry special on Richpo Sports. Yes, I've got a broken heart over Kai Havertz, but I tell you what, it's mending fast with the dulcet tones that you are displaying. Reason Queen, the floor is yours, ma'am.
Oh dear, I thought long and hard about whether I should rename this, recite it, or hold back. I was going to rename it, but
Speak!
you know what? I'm going to just go with it as I wrote it. Um, so it's basically called "When Hopes Get Dashed." Listen up for a black man in the heat of the night. He's got to be cool, he's got to be strong, he's got to be larger than life, larger than life. We all held out for that black man, sexy, hardworking, and fun, but it seemed that search would be fruitless before it even begun. They don't want the same as us, and many are spoiled, which is disappointing because we were ready to treat them like they're royal. If you've got a man you can put on a pedestal, I'm so pleased for you, as such a man is rare. All I'm hearing is about the rubbish that is out there. The ones who want you to act as if you're their mother. What women want is a bold man who is also their lover. Mr. Loverman wants you with your pants down. When you want him to wine and dine you, he's nowhere to be found. His pockets are shallow, his eyes are hollow. Not my words, it's also sad. Where did it all go wrong? How did it come to this? While looking for a king, all we found is don't say it's our fault. We are not to blame. I don't mean to be negative, but I'm hearing you're all the same. True, you can't all be bad. I'm hearing that there's some sterling dads, there's some hard-working plumbers and builders, accountants too. Just realise there's equally high-flying black queens on the hunt for you. You don't have to be a hero, you don't have to be a knight, but if you don't come soon, the sisters won't find Mr. Right. Peace out. Sorry if that's offended anyone, but
You were throwing some haymakers Chisora style. You were throwing some haymakers Lennox Lewis and
dear,
Alexander Usyk style,
oh
Terence
dear,
Crawford style.
dear. I think you need to wind up with a romantic one. Is yours a romantic one, the last one?
I think you may, but I tell you what, you had me rocking on the ropes there, man. Yeah, you had me rocking on the ropes with that one. I tell you what. Hey, somebody says what? This guy stole my lawnmower. You cheeky so and so. Like, share, and subscribe, big man. Who is
What
that?
is? What's he say?
Boris, Borislav. Say goodnight, Borislav. Borislav. I wonder if he's talking about my haircut. I wonder if he's
Oh,
talking about my haircut
Borisov.
or my mustache. I don't know, but Borislav, you're more than welcome. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and hit the thumbs up. Give us a little strength in the algorithm. This is Richpo Sports with a Valentine's Day special with the Poet Boss and Mandy, the Reason Queen, tonight, throwing haymakers left, right, and center. But I tell you what, they hit the spot because we're keeping it real. Love is not all about the chocolates and the flowers that they're selling out fast in the shops. It's more than that. Love is not exactly quantifiable by the amount of flowers and chocolates one is given. But
Indeed.
ere what, with time fast spent, but time well spent, I'm going to end with one simply entitled The Dating Game.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully there's some romance. You can find some romance in there. The dating game. Dating game. Dating game. Who will play the changing game? Dating game. Dating game. Who will play this ever-changing game? Who wins? You lose. Poor dame. Poor dude. The who and where, the IOU. You question when will I see you? Dating game. Dating game. Who will play this changing game? Dating game. Dating game. Who will play this ever-changing game? Complications and checking in. Who takes the lead? It's sink or swim. Silence loud as a pin. This one goes to the bin. Raw emotions, revelations, any space for negotiations? Your life's been one long vacation. Oh my God, devastation! Moving on, ever changing lanes, fancy playing a game, charades. Let's exchange a kiss or two, just in case by 9 we're through. Eloise, Jean-Claude too. Etta James, Art Monk Blues. Charlie Miles, Sweetest Choose. Could be me, it could be you. Dating game, dating game. Who will play this changing game? Reason, join me. Dating game, dating game. Who
Who
will
will
play
play
this
this
changing
changing
game? Dating game, dating
dating
game.
game?
Who
Who
will
will
play the
play
ever
this
changing
changing game?
game? Thank you. Thank you. Thank
Oh my
you.
gosh. You know what? When you were reciting that, all that was going through my mind is a couple of blind dates that I went on
Uh-oh.
years ago. Years ago.
A
That
throwback.
some that
A throwback.
throwback. Throwback. One blind date went extremely well. The others
Oh.
just didn't. When you were saying about just in case we're through by 9 o'clock, sometimes after an hour, it done. It done. Come on, rhyme. You must know what I'm talking about. Did you ever go any blind dates?
That's listen. That's a great question. We're gonna have to go and bust some podcasts. Because we've got a host of things we can talk about and reason about. I have not really been involved in many dates. Full stop. I must say I find the idea of blind dates and speed dating
Mm,
very interesting propositions.
mm,
If I was not taken, I would find it very interesting and challenging. But I can see there are pitfalls in these forms of relationship building and meeting people. But as you said, you've had a couple of successful ones and maybe one too many not quite successful. So
indeed.
you've got to have a sense of humor amidst everything while treating everyone with due respect. Wait, hold them on. Oh, watch out.
Cause
Hey, what? There's a budding, aspiring poet in the comment section
oh,
at
what's that?
Reason. Yes. His name is CD, aka Minzy. CD
Huh?
is the name, and he's asking the question. You think easy? CD, me and you want to catch? Oh
What's the
God!
question? What's the question?
He's
I
asking.
can't
He's
see.
asking. He's asking the question. Are you the spike heel lady? There's a story behind this. Are you the spike heel lady?
Mm,
Are you the lady who would throw spikes at the iron eye, reciting poetry when people are trying to sleep? No, make me weak. You think I is something? No, this is not the spike heel lady. And you
Right,
well, I know say it's
really?
probably not the spike heel lady. Me and you, hey, peace and love, peace and
I
love,
can
This
picture
man, this
somebody
man, hey,
wearing red shoes. Is that what he's talking about?
uh,
No.
you're doing well to keep up with him. He believes that there was a story of some heels being thrown at a certain individual for waking up certain people at certain times in UK living rooms.
Yeah,
Not
but
never got
it
so.
sounds a bit violent. It's all about
he's
love.
he's the
It's all about love.
reason queen. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. Certain people, them have them violence. Them blood that course through them blood, but say a peace and love me a move with,
Yeah, but
and reason me a move with. Ah,
Rhyme. I
ah,
don't see you as a person who would be offended if somebody woke you up with some poetry, reciting poetry in your ear. Women, I know from a woman's perspective, a woman would just love if her brother was to recite some poetry in her ear. That
ah.
is why women swoon over love songs. Oh my gosh, if only my man was to recite some poetry to me, I'd be head over heels in love. Oh, I wonder if Luther wrote that song for me. Oh, I wonder if somebody would do my Barry White. Oh,
Watch out, yeah, lawnmower move. What? Hey, listen,
what?
watch out, your lawnmower thief. You stay there. Hey, everything blessed, Me and you are the reason this thing, you think I should fling some love poetry his way? You want bombard him with a look or something? Jamaica, hey, I had a conversation with someone in Jamaica. I'm going to speak. Oh God, man, I have to take it down low, take it down low, take it down low still. In some circles, some people don't believe that love is actually a thing. It doesn't exist. It's
Oh,
all about the cash. It's all about the what can I get from someone. Yeah, can you believe that reason?
no, I can't believe that. Is that
Reason.
what you were talking about with the sweets the other day?
I tell you,
Mm,
you've hit the money. You've hit the. I tell you, and it's unfortunate. I'm gonna throw down a little. Hey, watch out, watch out.
mm, mm.
Yeah, you figured it's not the spiky lady. Could never be a baby. Look at her being shady.
We have a rapper. Is that common in disguise?
Lord
Is
of
that
mercy.
common in
Lindsay.
disguise? Oh my god.
Miss.
Lyrics! Lyrics!
Mm, my friend reach from a red mug. Wait,
Oh!
you want
Oh!
to test the answer, man?
Brian!
You want to
Brian!
test the answer? This is a Manchester United fan. He's down in the dumps, but he looks like he's trying to revive. Big up yourself. He could get.
He needs to. You know what he needs to do right now? He
What
needs
is
to
tell him?
pen
Tell
a
him.
full.
Tell him.
He needs to pen a full poem there that you can read out.
We don't want no 5 minute wonder. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, man. So let me read it again for big him up. Big up. Minzy, are you listening? I'm gonna wheel and read out your 5 minute attempt to try and test the reason boss himself. The poet boss. Yeah, watch out. I figured it's not the spike heel lady. Could never be your baby. Look at her being shady. Is he calling you shady? Let me tell you something.
No,
The man just a find two words and I throw
that's
together. But
bold. That's
he's trying,
forward.
he's trying, he's trying. Big up
Yeah.
yourself. You know, big up yourself. Respect, sir. Respect. You want tests? You want tests? Let me just easy. Easy. Let me drop a look at something. Have you got one more before we wrap up, my
Oh,
sister, in
I haven't
crime?
got one to
In
hand. Go
poetry
ahead.
crime. Let,
Go ahead,
I,
sir.
I watch you now. Oh, Mrs. Ali, I second that. Mrs. Ali, are you seconding me or are you
Oh,
seconding
okay.
Lindsay? I wonder. CD, are you seconding him? Let me see. A poet in my ears can go. Oh, Mrs. Ali says a poet in my ears can go a long way.
Oh, there you
Well,
go. There you go.
well.
There you see. There you have it. Women love that. The
Ah,
words.
uh-oh.
The because I have to say this. Don't take this
Speak,
the wrong way,
speak.
Mister Rhyme. Do not take this the wrong way. But
All
you
right.
have a very velvety voice. I could imagine if your lady wife and you were having a moment and you just recited some poem in her ear with your velvety voice, she would be all yours. So maybe tomorrow on the 14th of February, that is what you need to do. Come with some words on your tongue to whisper in her ear to your sweet lady dear. We love that. We love that. We love that. We love that. It's never happened to me, by the way. Just saying. Just saying.
Hey, Minzy, Minzy, I have a piece of bulla for you, you know. I have a piece of bulla for you, you know. Why you eating and chewing the little bulla? Hey,
What
I
does
gotta
it
use
say?
my
I
dulcet
can't
tone to
see.
say something, you know.
My
Oh
eyesight's going.
God. You have enough? You're still there. Wait. Mrs. Ali. What a nice lady. Mrs. Ali, I hope you've subscribed to Richpo Sports. Please, it would be a pleasure and my delight. Mrs. Ali. Mrs. Ali, I tell you what, I'm a sports connoisseur. Muhammad Ali, the greatest of all times.
Mm.
Floats like a butterfly, stings like a bee. Your hands can't hit what your eyes can't see. Mrs. Ali, this will be going out to you. Minzy, hold and pull up. Hold and pull up and just hold on a minute. Where am I right now? I don't have to test. I'm the best. I'll do one for he lady. Well, I seems the lady to spark her interest. She will fly away to reside in my nest. I'll whisper
Woo!
in her ear.
Quick, just like that, off the cuff. Woo! Nice.
God have mercy.
That
Hey,
would make the ladies them swoon at your feet. Woo! Sweet
means
nothings.
means
Whisper sweet nothings in their ears. Oh, oh.
see
I'm all
what
hot and bothered now.
you better take time, take time. You see this Minzy with him track. Hey, listen, Minzy, bless up yourself, big up yourself. You're trying to go toe to toe, but hey, what? You know, say Terrence Crawford is a two-time unified undisputed champion. Now test me, we'll send you back with a Ricky Burns treatment. Go and check your details for that. Let me see what I'm going, yes, sir. Off the cuff, Mrs. Ali, off the cuff. Oh God. Mrs. Ali, why thank you. Off the cuff.
Off
Oh
the
my
cuff.
gosh. I've got a couple, Mrs. Ali, that I would be delighted to.
Go
Oh,
ahead.
off the cuff. See those guinea trees bearing. June mango litters bare ground. Orange trees outline country clearings. There are sights. Look all around. But Mrs. Ali, the sight that I remember see clearly after all these years, would be the sight of someone such as you walking into Minzy's life and chasing out, I say chasing out all fears. Remembering your birthday, he could look you in the eye. You're unlike all the others. You've still not said goodbye. Let's go and grab an ice cream. She held me, touched my mouth. You're one special fella. You're one that carries clout. See those guinea trees still bearing June mangoes, still bare and lay on barren ground. Will you be my lover? Will you, Mrs. Ali, stay around? Thank you.
Have you just made that one up off the cuff?
A mix and match, shall we call it? A mix and match, impromptu.
Wow, that just in my mind it conjured up scenes of Jamaica
Go
with the
ahead.
gwinnett tree and oh, so lovely, so
Oh,
romantic. I, I,
just like
I
Mrs.
can't
Ali.
I can't imagine that there's very little romance in Jamaica. I can't imagine that it's all about the sweets, that it's all about the money. In such a beautiful land, you
Isn't it?
know,
Isn't it?
sea
Jam.
and sand.
What you
There's
mean?
got to be that love
Yeah.
around.
Oh, you
There's
mean
got
Minzy?
to,
Minzy Sham. You hear them something there? Minzy. Well, people like Minzy with his 5 minute verse. There are fellas like him who have a little love around. Dare they show it? Let them express it. Show it.
don't be afraid. Don't hide
No.
your light under the bushel or whatever they call it. Express it. Express it.
Ex-
Some people don't want to show their heart because they feel that they will be wounded or will be used or will be taken for a
oh God.
fool because they're showing their heart. But that's what people want to hear or see, that genuineness, that beating heart.
I'm in the mood for changes. I want the hours to last. Real kisses. Minzy, do you want real kisses? A handshaker. A chance to hold a dance. Oh God. Why don't we speak? Have you got something to say? Are you still weak? Are you still out there? Are you in the mood for changes? Reason? Maybe we
Mm.
can stoke the fires, bring about those changes, allow those hours to last, engage in those real kisses, and hold a slow dance. When we say, oh, and come again, time is well and for spent. Reason, Queen, it has been a delight and pleasure. Let me see if there's any final comments. Again, I salute you, Reason Queen. Yes, you
Thank
look,
you.
and I say one glasses, oh no glasses. You were struggling, but sir, we've all been there. But I tell you something, there's a time and a place, and I
Mm.
hope that lucky fella who gets the opportunity to hold that dance, that special fella who will listen and give back what he is receiving. I hope that experience is one that not only you share somehow, some way, but millions of others out
Mm.
there also
Indeed.
share. Minzy, that includes you. Shem, that includes you. All friends, family, and loved ones, all who have inspired the Reason Boss, aka the Poet Boss, aka Diddley Winks. I'm saying, let love be that binding power. Am I right? Oh, you mean? Let me see what I'll go on here, so. Mrs. Ali, why thank you? Why thank you, Mrs. Ali, for spending time, your precious time on this Valentine's
Thank you.
pre-social. It's a Valentine's Day special on Richpo Sports, and it has been our pleasure to allow our
Indeed.
poems, original poems, one and all to breathe. We have produced a book and we are working on a second follow-up book. Our first e-book during COVID times was called Rhyme and Reason, a poetic journey. We are continuing that journey and we will be delivering podcasts in the future, but we will be working on a poem, hardback style, maybe ebook again. But one thing is undeniable, we will continue to use
Indeed.
poetry as a therapeutic
Mm, indeed.
healing balm for each other, and we encourage you to use and express yourselves. Sweet dears, me don't know what sweet business I want you, so, but it should be no shame to love and find kindred spirits, kindred souls who have
Indeed.
a heart and desire to make genuine, real, deep connections with each other. We are humans after all. Can we not do that? Can we not attempt to do that? And if we fail, let it be gloriously. Let me see what I yes, sir. Mrs. Ali sends a round of applause to ourselves. Rhyme and reason. Reason, you're getting a round of applause. Full
And
respect. Thank
you're
you again,
welcome.
Mrs. Ali. Thank you
Thank you.
so much. Coaching desk, no cough t-shirt. No, this coach's desk, no cough t-shirt that. You see, this is the kind of fellow that I'm dealing with, you know. This is the kind of fellow, I know that kind of deal with, you know. But me have my 2x4 and me have my, hey, I'm sharing, I'm offering
Oh,
a
it's a
bullet.
buller.
I'm offering a bullet between brethren. Yes, sir, CD, whole a piece of bullet. A piece bullet, if you will. I'm going to draw for my cup of tea, you know. I'm going to draw from cup of tea because if I'm going to draw for the bullet, reason. If I'm going to draw for the bullet and the cup of tea, he knows that it's a 2x4, but this is a Valentine's Day special, and it's peace and love. Me a move with. Me no want to reach for the 2x4. No, so peace and love. Yeah, man. Cuff and t-shirt. Let me tell you something. Green your teeth. I want it. He's got a teeth. He's got a pair of green. You can't beat him. Reason. I, from her, not you. Wait. Oh, oh. From her. No cuff t-shirt. That from her, not you. Reason, I don't know if this gentleman is trying to speak with you off air or if he's trying to
Oh,
spike heel. I don't know which one it is, but I'm going to raise a glass to yourself and I'm going to bid you, one and all, please hit the thumbs up, either watching now in the live if you've not done it. Give a strength to Richpo Sports and the algorithms. CD, I will see him later at a time and place. It will be Bulla Cake by Dawn. Bonfire. And
that
it's
is
a
the most
bonfire of
that is the
love.
most
I love fire.
unromantic thing. Bulla cake. How much less romantic can you get? Piece of bulla. Anyway,
Anyway,
keep it real. Keep it real, brother. Keep it real.
thank I will endeavor to do so. Reason boss, please. Reason Queen. Final thoughts and please close the program. Thank you again, one and all. It's been a pleasure listening. I will be listening in the rerun. I've got a broken heart over Kai Havertz as an Arsenal fan, but I am hopeful that the likes of the Raheem Sterlings and the Trossards and the Waneri's can leave it on the pitch. That's all we can ask for. We have left our poems on the pitch of life, and there they will stay and grow, germinate, and culminate in
So,
love.
so,
Left, right, and
so,
center.
so,
And I'm
boss
speaking.
man, boss man. When are we going to do this again? We have to do it again, most definitely. We
We're
will.
gonna.
We have to see if there's interest because we got lots more poems where
Oh,
they came from on different themes because we've done the education, we've done the politics, we've done the mental health, different themes. We need to do a stream on different themes
oh,
and have a conversation as well. That would be so nice. An
on
hour, a regular
on
hour
that.
on a regular.
My lord, we will speak off air right about now. I've got to bid farewell to one and all. A pleasure, a pleasure. Happy Valentine's Day
Thank
each
you.
and every day. Peace
Yes,
and love to
indeed.
one and all are gone, we're gone.
Yes.
Peace.
Bye.
Here, no 2 by 4.